Welcome to Sachi's Archive. I'm Sachi and thank you for joining me today. This is Minecraft Engineering Notebook Entry 004.2, where we'll be continuing to document the banking system, and it is part 3D. This entry finishes the exchange. We will document the Buy Netherite button / command blocks. Before we begin, please check the description for this video's required dependencies. If you're following along and building this system yourself, now is a good time to pause the video, grab your engineering notebook and a pen or pencil, and get ready to document today's entry with me. If you find these notebook entries helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Let's get started. We've done all of these, and now we are doing the last one, Buy Netherite. So this is going to be a button. It is going to be titled Buy Netherite. And the command for the NPC is going to be set block, and then the chords above all your command, it'll be 9 command blocks. So on the top one or the first one, this has got to be, the area that you're touching it. And I'll show it again for the last one. So set block 14158 -791 redstone block replace. So let's go right here. It's the only one it can be. Let's see if that is the right chords. Block positions 14158 -791. Okay. All right, so I'm going to set this up again in my notebook. So I have the initial command block, and I'll put the there, and then like the command there, and then I'm also going to set it up per season with pairs. So we'll have 9 total command blocks. And the first pair is going to be season 1, the second pair, season 2, and so on. So just to give you an idea how this is, I put initial command block, and then I put command block 1, and I made like a big bracket on my paper going down, and then I put command block 2, or just CMB2, and then where the line is for the bracket, I put season 1, season 2. Well, that would be season 1, but like right now I am going kind of backwards, but I just did season 4. So it ended with command block 8, and command block 7 was the top one. So however it is best for you in your notebook to organize this is the best way. But total, it's 9 command blocks. All right, so the first one is going to be an impulse. It is going to be unconditional. And it is going to say it needs redstone. Now, the reason this needs redstone is helpful because it makes sure all the other ones don't run until this one runs, because they're chains off of this one. Again, the first command block is just going to get rid of the redstone block we placed. And when you think about this, it's its own test. So when they press the button to buy netherite, it should put a redstone block there, okay? And if we want to make sure that the entire line or this chain of commands, this command block chain, received redstone or received like electric or whatever, um, it received it, the charge, then the first command block is going to replace that redstone block there with air. So now it disappears. And this is a good test because if you something were to break and you're wondering, is it even getting the redstone? Well, you know it is if this block is, appearing and disappearing rapidly. And how you can check that too is down here, it will say what the previous output is, block placed. So if you know this is placing the block, then it's not this one that's the problem, right? And this will say like what it did last time too, but I have not bought or tried to buy netherite on this world that I'm doing this on. Okay, all right, let's go. Initial command block is done. Let's go with season one. It is all, okay, so all of the the first command blocks of the pairs are going to start with chain, unconditional, and always active, and no delay. And I'm just going to write that for command block like 1, 3, 5, and 7. That is chain, unconditional, and always active. And I'm sure you could have guessed it. It is going to start with an execute command. So we are going to immediately, and if you want to go do this as well, I think I'm going to do this. Well, no, I'll do it individually in case you want to do it individually. But execute if score season Wellbridge matches 1. You're going to run a give command at the player that's standing there, which I am starting to remember the X, Y, and Z chords here. X is 140, Y is 64, and Z is like negative 7 something. Negative 792. The radius of 2. And they must have the money of 195. And we are going to give them 1 netherite ingot. All right, executive score season Wellbridge matches 1. Run give at P. Perfect. Wonderful. All right. Wait, I'll just like copy that. Okay. Chain conditional. So the second one for all of them for the pairs. So command block 2, command block 4, command block 6, command block 8. They are all going to be chain conditional. So this is conditional now and always active. No delay. But the important thing is they're conditional. The second one of the pair is conditional. So I'm going to write that for all of them. Wonderful. Okay. The second one is going to remove the money. Wait. Oh, wow. Look at this. See? Now I see something. I actually screwed up. Look, I put money 110. So money 195, which is interesting. That should not. So look at now you get to see how annoying this is. I'm going to write down everything first, but that where it says money equals 110, it should be 195. So this is awesome. Wow. Okay. This is the first time this has happened where I found something that was messed up. I'm pretty excited about this. I will fix it. So, and we will check and just make sure the beginning of the chain is right. But I mean, I just did the beginning of the chain. So, okay, scores should equal money equals 195 instead of 110 there. And then you should remove 195. So money, both numbers in here should be 195. Wow. Oh, sorry. Wow. Okay. Um, I'm happy. I'm okay. Let's just do it. Let's just fix it. So look, I have to go back, backspace everything. This is why the archive exists. Is it's such a pain for me on mobile to put this stuff in, even though it's awesome. And once it's done, it's done. But it would be nice to not have to do any of the logic that I already know exactly how to make it. I just have to follow my notebook. So scoreboard players, remove at P, money equals 195, money 195. Perfect. All right. Okay, let's do the next one for season 2. Chain, unconditional, always active. And we are getting there. All right, so this one is 185. Okay, so they needed to have 185 for season 2. Let's make sure this is the same. And the second one is going to be chain conditional, always active. Why? Why did I do this weird? Why is this? Why am I saying 100 here. Why did I do that for these? That makes no sense whatsoever. Starting to like, I now I'm starting to wonder if there was a reason. I don't think there's a reason. Why would I do that? That's so weird. Only remove it if it's over 100. Why wouldn't I? Well, I'm fixing them. Wow. See, this is what happens when you make systems. That is crazy. That's crazy. I did not test selling netherite. I mean, what this does though is it effectively gives everyone if they have 100. Did I do that? If they were brave enough, I would just, if they had 100 or more, we would give them netherite. I might have. No, that's a bad idea. That could be why I had it all just at 100. I wonder if they're all at 100. I wait. I'm gonna finish writing this one, but we are gonna go check these real quick. If it was just you were brave, I was just gonna sell it to you for 100. Oh, that's sweet. Is that what I did? I can't even remember. Let's see, the next one. 120. Oh, I gave you a discount. Oh, now I'm ruining it. Okay, okay, okay. It was if you're brave enough and use my system. Shit. What did I have it at before? Oh, I'm so sorry to swear. Um, okay, let's see. So it was diamond, and then this one was 195. It doesn't look like I had it. I didn't open it. I think it was like 110. Okay, yeah, so let's go. I'm gonna fix that. That is actually really cool. I remember thinking about doing this and then I must have. So the first, okay, so look, so if you go back to season one in your notebook, the season one chain, what we're going to do is when we take away $195, we are going to make sure instead in the brackets, we are going to put 110. So if you're desperate and you have over $110, 110 or more, we're just gonna like, because when I subtract 195, I take all your money anyway, but I'm giving you a discount. I'm gonna say 110. So I'm gonna go up there and I'm going to change this command right here where I made it to, okay, let's do 195. Okay, so the second one was scoreboard players remove at P 140, Y equals 64, negative 792, R equals 2, scores equals money 110, money 195. It's just a little thing. I want people to interact with my systems. And, if the world that I'm making is supposed to be like a forever starter world where I could put add-ons, I could make copies of it and put add-ons on. And you can easily go through the economy and get what you need so you can test these like maybe boss add-ons and stuff where you have new mobs and you need to have good gear. All right, so that's what we're gonna do with this one. Now when we go down to the second one, we are gonna leave it at 100. So it was 185. That's how much we are saying. If you have 100, well, see, this doesn't even make sense. Like, My mind is breaking. I'm not giving you the stuff. No, no, just we're changing it. I didn't give them a discount. You know where I should have given them the discounts is for the money thing for the first execute. So if you have 110, so no, I'm changing them. They're all just going to be the same. This is my idea of being like this would not have no, no. Now I'm just removing it. No. We are going to jeez. What a horrible like 10 minutes. All right. This is real time fixing it. We're going to the first one. Again, I am so sorry. Change the money equals 110 on the second command block because the first execute is fine. The second execute is fine. It's this scoreboard players remove. I don't know why I'm not just making sure they have $195. Okay. Maybe I have to get a different kind of utensil because I've erased that so much. Okay. So we are changing it. We are making them, that is, I must have thought it was smart, but it does not work. It does not work because the first execute negates it, where I should have just been saying I only want 110 or whatever. Okay. Scoreboard players remove at P, money equals 195. I am going to remove 195. All right. Now, this the season 2 should just be 185, which is exactly what it is. Season 2 conditional, the second one, is we are going to just change it to 185. So that money that says 100 should say 185. I cannot believe I didn't. So the problem is I didn't execute this correctly. Like, it makes no sense if I wasn't, that conditional command block's never even going off because the only way you got that one to go off anyway is that you had $185. So I don't know if I was being smart or I thought, I was being nice. But it doesn't work anyway. So I'm going to change this and we're going to have to change all of them. So money is 185, money 185. We're going to make sure this is good. So it's kind of confusing. Money is 195, and then we change this to money is 185. Okay. Moving on, and we will just fix that because that is why. This is what you do late at night, and you're making a system. Okay. Chain unconditional, always active for season 3. And this one's going to be 220. Oh my gosh. Just gotta tell myself this is good. I caught this. It doesn't, to be honest, these being weird doesn't really matter, I guess, but why I did that makes no sense to me because it doesn't even do anything. Okay. So season three, if they need to have 220. Chain conditional always active, and yes, I'm going to have to fix this. That money equals will not be 120, it will be 220. And I will change it after I write it correctly in my book. I should maybe leave a comment that if someone finds something that I did wrong, that they should, it would be very helpful if someone would tell me I did something wrong. Because this is a lot of effort to sit here and write this stuff down, um, that I think is working, right? I mean, I haven't noticed it. I might. No, I wouldn't even have noticed because if I knew that it was 220 and I had $300 in it, it doesn't matter because if my score was 300, it would remove 220. It's just the weird, like, why did I choose a selector that doesn't make sense? It almost shows that I don't even need that selector at that point, right? Because the first one said that they had, I mean, to be honest, I'm overdoing it with putting that scores equals money selector in there again. I just, I don't know. I'm being overly cautious. But so 120 should just be 220. There we go. Scoreboard players remove at P 140 64 negative 792 R equals 2. Scores equals money. Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, I don't know how to, I will try to incorporate this. To be honest, if you see something, I've put a lot of effort in this, and I am not, you know, um, I'm not afraid of somebody. I would like to, if someone sees like a fatal flaw, like something that we just caught here, um, it wasn't fatal, to be fair, but it was definitely a flaw. Like there was no reason that I should have had a different number there. I didn't need that. It was just like for no reason there. If you notice stuff, please tell me. The less I have to write down when I make systems that I can't find anywhere documented, the cleaner the system is, the less amount of command blocks or commands that I have to put in to my world. I'd be so grateful, so grateful. If you figure out a way to do something easier than what I am showing, please show me because I would be so grateful. Anyways, the fourth one finally, season 4. Chain unconditional and always active. Almost done. Okay. So this one is 170. All right, execute a score season. Wellbridge matches 4, run, give it P. Scores equals money equals 170. One other I get. Last one. Okay, chain conditional always active. And look, see, I thought you initially, when we first saw this, I thought, oh, that's weird. What a weird thing. And then the second season, oh my gosh, there was something. And what I know what I thought. I thought that I was giving them a cheaper netherite ingot, but that is not what I'm doing. What I would be doing is say that you have to at least have 170. I would switch the numbers around. Money equals 170, and then just take 75 from them and give them a discount. But maybe I do that in the future. Maybe you see that. Like right now, this has been like 50 minutes so far, and we're just gonna make it. I mean, it's really nice anyway. That you don't have to go find netherite, and if you make money doing other things in this world, why not be able to buy your netherite? I do think this world's going to be easy to make money, that you could buy your own netherite relatively easy. Or even like there's going to be I'm almost done with the fashion house that's going to sell more expensive like outfits. But that would probably be cheaper than buying netherite yourself and putting it together, especially from the bank. All right, so this first money that says 75, make it 170. Okay, 170, and I will change it momentarily. Whoops. Okay, maybe we'll try something else where we can give people um, a discount somewhere else, but not with this. Scoreboard players remove at P, X equals 140, money equals 170, and 170. So the numbers going from the beginning now for because this was quite confusing, I understand. So for the six command area, we have the button and it's buy netherite. The first thing you do in your NPC is you put down, you do the set block command to put the redstone at the top. Then the first command block is that orange one up there. That is just going to replace that redstone block that was right here with air. Then you have chains. So this is these two. It are 1, 2 are both going to say season 1 or for season 1. This one is going to check if it's season 1. And if it is and you have the money, it's going to give it to you and then it's going to remove the money. And that's the same thing for every single one of these. And you have a total of 9. The numbers are season 1 is 195, so you need $195 to buy netherite ingots. And we remove, so everywhere it says money equals is 95 or 195. The second season is 185. And then, the two times you see money and 185, they should both be 185 for the second one, the scoreboard players remove. The third season is 220, and then you will see 220 with the second scoreboard players remove. And then the fourth season we just did was 170, and then for the second one you see 170 for each one. Make sure you put your dots. Oh no, did I not put the dots? Let's check. Whoops, I did. There's dots there. So I'm making sure it says 170 dot dot or 220 dot dot. Perfect. Okay. All right. We are done.
That concludes Minecraft Engineering Notebook Entry 004.2, the Exchange Part 3D of the Minecraft Banking System. The banking system continues in Entry 004.3, XP Savings Part 4A. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I hope this documentation helps you build your own banking system in Minecraft. If you found this entry helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to Sachi's Archive. I'm Sachi, and thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next entry.